It's Wednesday, August 5th, and we have another beautiful slate of games in the MLB. And we're here to break down some of the best batter props in the MLB, along with some of the best pitcher props on that entire slate. I'm also going to be telling you my favorite player on Wednesday to smash a home run. And then we're going to turn $10 into over $100 with a Lotto play. So if that sounds good to you, let's go.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now before we get rocking and rolling and breaking down all the free plays we have in store for you for Wednesday, let's go on ahead and talk about Tuesday. We still have 3 taco plays open that we're giving out for absolutely free, but I might add, the Taco Tuesday plays, the tacos themselves weren't very good. I didn't even really like the Tariq Skubal over 7.5 strikeout line, but it was a taco play. We send them out. As long as those tacos cash. We hit at a high rate, and we give those out every single Tuesday over on the Winible for absolutely free. That will be down in the pinned comments if you want to come join the gang. This play right here in front of you could have been a lot better, but Jose Ramirez did not play for us on Tuesday. We also had Cleveland as our free sportsbook play. I would have stayed all the way away from that had I known some of their best hitters wouldn't be taking the field. We did like Joey Cantillo in that matchup. The Mets just had his number. But we cashed this one, albeit just a $250 to $325 play there because of that void on Jose Ramirez. But I do feel like the MLB has started to course correct, and we had a monster night over in premium. We had Atlanta on the money line, and then we smashed our parlay here. Philadelphia to win, matched up with the Brewers, cashing us out $50 to $112 over there for our Kalshi challenge, where we lock in $50 as one unit. You can come and get all those plays. Like, again, just go down to the pinned comments and come join the gang for absolutely free. Now, before we get going any further in this video, I have to go ahead and ask for those 100 likes. That's all we need. 100 likes on this video. So make sure you're smashing that like button. If we get 100 likes, I will be releasing my favorite play on Wednesday for absolutely free in the MLB over on the sportsbooks. So smash that like button and you'll be able to get that play over at Winible. Again, the pinned comments. And while you're down there doing all of that, make sure you're subscribing to the channel because we do this every single day, never missing a beat. So make sure you're subscribing so you don't lose the channel in the future. NFL is right around the corner and we are going to absolutely feast. But honestly, the best part, most important part of this video is right now. Go down below in the description. You'll see something that says everything that you need. It's got ways for you to get more free plays. And on top of all of that, lock in these plays right here in this video for absolutely free. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, where you can get more free plays every single day. Again, the pinned comments, but if you wanted to get in the description, go over to the link tree. It will be the top link over there. And like I said, I think the MLB is starting to course correct here. I like what I saw on Tuesday. I think things are getting easier and easier to read. It was a bit rocky there, a little shaky over the weekend, but I do think things are going to return to form. We are going to start dropping more player props because of that. I think everything is I'm feeling good. It's looking good. It's looking fantastic. So get on over there, get those bonus free plays every single day, and lock in with us over in the Winible. But if you want premium, where you can really elevate your game, take it to the next level, you can get in for free or you can purchase a package. If you use code EXCLUSIVE right now, EXCULSIVE, I hope I spelled that right, 70% off the football pass. You can lock in from now all the way to the end of the Super Bowl there. Every sport, every play, doesn't matter if it's the UFC, baseball, football, you get all of that in that package. So take advantage if you want to lock in with the boys. But if you want a free 30 days, dip your toes in, see how the waters are, go on ahead and sign up for Kalshi. Code FFAPE, you get a free 30 days, and when you trade just $25, you get up to $500 in a welcome bonus. It's kind of like a randomizer. You can get anywhere from $25 all the way up to $500. So take advantage, sign up for Kalshi with code FFAPE. You get a free 30 days for any of these apps. It does add up too. If you do Kalshi and Prizepicks, that's 60 days, so on and so forth. I do recommend Prizepicks for player props. Sleeper as well. Code FFAPE and you get a free $20. You don't even have to deposit. When you do deposit, though, you get a $100 deposit match, and that's what unlocks that free 30 days of premium. And there's another one that I have to highlight now, because you spend 10 and you get $200 over on ONYX odds. You can do player props, sportsbook plays. Take advantage. Use code FFAPE. Get your $200 and lock in this lotto that we're going to be going over, where you can turn just $10 into over $100. So that's $100 that you got for free from ONYX odds. You could potentially turn into $1,000 if you lock in the play that we're going to be going over in this video. Our nice lotto for Wednesday that we absolutely love. We had to share it right here on the channel. So that's everything we have to offer. Sports Betting Ape, everything there. So get it down in the description, go over to the link tree, and lock in with the boy. Now, before we get going any further, gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We do receive commissions for signups made through those links. It's a great way to support the channel. You get that free 30 days of premium and those absolutely massive deposit matches and promos. We have some fantastic player props coming your way right here in this video, and we're starting off with Trea Turner over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I absolutely love him at this line. Think the Philadelphia Phillies are going to end up scoring a bunch of runs once again in this game. I say it all the time with the Nationals, but I do think that they can absolutely win this game. I don't think they get swept in this series. I'd be shocked if they didn't at least put up a tremendous fight on Wednesday, but I like Trea Turner to be involved on the Phillies side. He's done this in 9 of his last 20. He's averaging that 2.6 there, averaging 313 in this 20-game span as well, which is phenomenal. We absolutely love that. And as you can see here, he is 5 for 15 against Jake Irvin. Some great data. 15 plate appearances against one single pitcher. We absolutely love to see that. He's got those 5 hits, 9 total bases, 1 home run. He does have that walk, knocking that down to a 5-14 record against Jake Irvin. As you can see here, 266 batting average against those right-handed pitchers. And the righties against Irvin, 263, not too shabby. We also love the barrel percentage, the hard hit rate. I think Trea Turner is going to be involved heavily in this game. He's one of our favorite players on the entire slate, and he is our favorite player on Wednesday to hit a home run as well. Now, he hasn't done so in quite a few games since the July 31st game there against the Orioles, where he went back-to-back, actually, and I think he's right on trend here to start this series off, end this series off hot against the Nationals here on Wednesday. As you can see, the weather is going to be blowing out the center field. It's going to be a nice 81 degrees, albeit a bit rainy, but great hitter conditions. 31% home run advantage in this one. We like Trea Turner to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and we like him to hit a home run on Wednesday. Another player that we want to target on Wednesday is Luis Arraez. We love him over 1.5. This is one of the best ads, in my opinion, of the whole entire trade deadline. The Phillies went out and got Luis Arraez. He's absolutely phenomenal. And I think he's going to have a tremendous rest of the season here with the Philadelphia Phillies. He started off the series hot against the Nationals, getting 5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Cooled down a little bit on Tuesday, but we stayed away. And now we like him on Wednesday. He's averaging 2.3 hits, runs, and RBIs in this 20-game span. 55% hit rate, which is phenomenal. A nice 317 batting average. Most of that on his old team, the San Francisco Giants. Now he's over in Philly, playing on the East Coast. Absolutely loving life. And he's got decent data here. 1 for 3 against Irvine. We don't really take that as much, though. 3 plate appearances. He might as well have 0. I do like the fact that he's got it in a hit in that small amount of data there, so that is a plus. But what I really love is the fact that he hits a 328 batting average against those righties. Now, Irvine, he's got that 212 batting average allowed to the lefty, so take that for what you see. I do think Arraez probably strikes out in this game, even though he hasn't struck out against Irvine. I do think he's going to have a tremendous couple at-bats. He's going to get on base a ton. His contact 93.3 is absolutely elite. And the fact that his on-base percentage is so dang high, 368, we love him to get a couple hits, get on base, get knocked in. We love a Luis Reyes to really show Philadelphia what he's all about in this series and further on in this season as well. We love backing him in this matchup. We're taking Luis Reyes over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And then another player that we have to talk about, you can really take just about anybody in the top 5, in my opinion, on the Tampa Bay Rays. I do think Aranda's probably going to be your best bet, though, here on Wednesday. Going up against the Rockies, they absolutely stomped the Rockies on Monday. Tuesday, a little bit of a tight matchup. As of right now, the game is actually still being played, and it's 7-5 Rockies. I told you guys, I say it just about all the time. There's a couple teams that can absolutely blow up your plays, and the Rockies are always one of them. They're always winning when they shouldn't, but no team's going to not win a game all season, right? So we like the fact, we love the fact that they're winning on Tuesday. I hope they win that whole entire game. The Cubs actually just beat the Dodgers 5-1. They are in shambles right now, but it's still early. They have plenty of time to get right before the playoffs. But back to the play here. Jonathan Aranda, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He got 8 on Monday. Cooled off a little bit on Tuesday. I'll look at the live data right now. He's currently 0 for 3, but he does have an RBI and a run, so he did clear this line on Tuesday without even getting a hit. Now, on Wednesday, I think he's going to get plenty of more hits. Junior Camanero's 0 for 3, but Liam Hicks, their addition at catcher for the Rays via a trade with the Miami Marlins, is absolutely doing phenomenal in this game. He's gotten a home run, 2 for 3, 4 RBIs. You could definitely take him. I like Yandy Diaz, but like I said, I think Jonathan Aranda is your best bet in that top 5 here for the Tampa Bay Rays. We love him right there at that number 2 spot. Think Diaz gets a hit. Aranda can knock him in. Aranda can get on base. Junior or Hicks can knock him in. Tons of different ways for this play to cash. I do think Tampa Bay puts up quite a bit of runs for us here on Wednesday and a little bit of a get back. They are sitting pretty cozy at number 1 in the East, but those Red Sox right now, they're hot. So Tampa Bay, I think they know that. I think that they know by September they're going to need these wins in August to get past the Yankees and the Red Sox, because the Yankees, even though they're playing bad right now, they're still right there. The Red Sox absolutely on fire right now. They're coming for them. I think Tampa Bay is going to take this game very, very seriously on Wednesday, especially if they lose on Tuesday. We'll update you, but it's 7-5 right now in the 7th, and the Rockies are about to take it. It's about to be the bottom of the 7th, so only 2 more at-bats for Tampa Bay to get 2 runs. They definitely could do it, but I hope the Rockies win that game. And then I love Tampa Bay even more than I already do for Wednesday in this spot. But we love Jonathan Aranda for those Rays here on Wednesday. Another player that we absolutely have to talk about in this game. They're already down 2-0 in this series. The Reds beat them right here on Monday. The Reds just beat them on Tuesday as well, 5-4. And now the A's, who seemingly have given up on the season. I mean, they don't really have much to fight for except for bragging rights, but it's still going to be hard for teams to get swept in the MLB, even when they don't have much to play for. They are 45-68, so they're definitely not top tier in the MLB, and with their payroll, they never probably will be unless you do some more Moneyball magic out there in Oakland. But we like Jonah Heim here in this spot. He's the number 4 hitter, bats right there in the meat of the lineup. He's going to be going up against Reet Lauder, who doesn't have anything fancy at all on the mound. Now, he's only 7 of his last 20 games. He's only averaging that 1.4 with a 215 batting average, but we love him here in this spot. I think Oakland's just going to play with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder on Wednesday, and we've seen wilder things than the Oakland A's beating the Cincinnati Reds on a Wednesday night to not get swept in a series, especially as of late. So I love Jonah Heim. I think the A's are going to put up some runs here in this battle. I truly have it neck and neck according to my projections. It's seriously like off by 0.04. That's a small margin. I think the A's could easily win this game, and I like Jonah Heim here to be heavily involved in that attack on the batter side of things. We also have extremely hitter-friendly conditions in Cincinnati on Wednesday. 20% home run increase there. He could definitely do this with one swing of the bat. I love this play so much. I love the fact that dad is not on our side. I love the fact that when you go down here, there's no green or red bars. Just a nice, solid vibe play, and I think Jonah is going to get it done for us here on Wednesday and cash us out over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And now let's talk about 3 or 4, maybe 5 of our favorite player or pitcher props here in this spot on Wednesday. Now we got Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens on the mound going up against the Brewers. He's one of the hardest pitchers to pick this season. I'll just go ahead and say it. 7.5 should absolutely be a lock for him every single game of the year. But he's having a pretty rocky season. Doesn't have too many wins under his belt. His strikeouts are iffy. He goes through streaks. Now he's going to be going up against the Brewers, who just do not strike out. This is a rarity on the channel, but we're going to take Paul Skeens under 7.5 strikeouts. I think he gets right up to that 7. I do think he's going to make some early mistakes like he always does. The Brewers haven't been hitting too well. They haven't been very impressive lately. I do think that there's going to be a little bit of shock factor here in this ball game, but I do think Paul Skeens, he gets 7 strikeouts and then he gets pulled. I don't think he does anything to stop the world in its tracks. 7 is like his favorite number as well. I mean, look at this chart. Pretty much everything on this chart is 7s all around. I think he gets right at 7 and doesn't go higher. If you don't like the under, knock it down to 6.5, maybe 5.5. 5.5, you'd be absolutely golden if you want to use that as a parlay piece. But I do not think Paul Skeens goes out over 7.5 strikeouts. And like I said, we rarely take unders here on the channel. Now we got Kyle Harrison, who will be on the mound for the Brewers if they'll let me show you him, and they won't. I don't know why, but Kyle Harrison should be on the mound for the Brewers here on Wednesday, and we don't know why he's not being shown at all, but we like him. We'll see what his strikeouts end up being set at. I would take him up to about 5.5. We'll just go ahead and skip him since Prop Madness does not want to let us view his strikeout numbers. So we're going to go to Reed Detmers, another pitcher here on Wednesday that I love. As you can see here, 6.5, super low. Now, is he a strikeout artist? No. But in 53 batters faced in the last 3 seasons against the Orioles, he does have 12 strikeouts, but this is not too shabby. The Orioles also strike out the 27th most in the MLB. Now, in his last 20 games, Reed Detmers is averaging 6.6, right there at the line. You could knock it down to 5.5 if you don't want to sweat. I don't mind it at the 6.5. Kind of love it. Kind of like the odds at -130 as well. As you can see, his strikeout percentage in these last 20 games is 28.3, which I absolutely love. And we think he's going to have a phenomenal game. We think that the Orioles will probably get upset a little bit here on Wednesday, and we think the Angels probably take this one, and I think Reed is going to go ahead and hit his line of 6.5 strikeouts as well. Last but not least, a pitcher that I hate all Red Sox, so I'll say I hate him, I guess. But we think he's going to have a good game. He's going up against the White Sox, who are a team that could definitely end this winning streak of the Red Sox. Definitely are capable of doing that, but I just don't think they do that on Wednesday. Sonny Gray is a pretty good pitcher. Is he a strikeout artist? Again, no, but he's got good stuff. I think he's going to be able to control some of the tempo and the flair in this game and kind of temper the White Sox bats here in this one. As you can see, he's only hit this line 7 of his last 20 games, but he's going up against a team that strikes out at an extremely high rate. The last time he played a team that strike out at this high of a rate, he got 11 against the Rockies, 9 against the Yankees, and 7 against the Angels. Now he's going up against the White Sox. He did have a good matchup against Oakland right here on the 30th of July, where he only got 5. I think he's going to get just one more here in this spot on Wednesday. We like Sonny Gray. for those 6 strikeouts. He's faced 25 batters of the White Sox in the last 3 seasons, and he's got 6 strikeouts. So I do like his line set at 5.5. Think that's absolutely lovely. Think he's more than capable of doing that, and we love him to get that done for us here on Wednesday over 5.5 strikeouts. And this is the 2-man we're locking in for us on Wednesday. Now, we do love the plays that we broke down. A lot of those lines aren't available yet. Mix and match those as you see fit. But we love Jonah Heim. I said it was a vibe play, but honestly, I think it's a little bit more than that. I think he's going to have a tremendous game. We're taking him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and we're pairing him up with Sonny Gray of the Red Sox, continuing to stay hot. That team is on fire, and I think he gets well over 5.5 strikeouts, probably 6 to be honest with you. I don't know how well over that is, but it's still over, and we like him for that 5.5. Think he can get that by the 7th when he will get pulled there. So we're taking these two together for a 3x payout over on Prize Picks. But if I'm you, I'm just signing up for ONYX odds. I'm spending $10. I'm getting $200. I'm using some of that to lock that play in and 3x my money. It might be even a little bit more over on ONYX odds. And then I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in as well because it turns $100 into over $1,000. We got the Red Sox plus 1.5. I think they win the game. Don't even think we're going to need those points. Then with a great pitching matchup for us here on Wednesday, we got Paul Skeens on the mound going up against Kyle Harris. 2 pitchers who might make a mistake or two, but I do not think it's going to be 5 runs worth of mistakes. We're taking them under the total of 4.5 in the first 5 innings. Then we're taking the Phillies and the Nationals, 2 teams that I think are going to go back and forth, probably score close to 10 runs in that game. We're taking that one over 6.5 total runs. Then we have under 5.5 in the Mets and Guardians game. Again, just 2 pitchers that do not give up a ton of mistakes. We got Tanner Beebe going up against Scott of the Mets. He's been pitching phenomenal lately. We're taking the under 5.5 in the first 5 innings on that one. Then, like I said, I don't think the Athletics get swept, but we're going to take a 1.5 just in case they decide to lose by 1 run once again in this matchup on Wednesday. And then we got the Tampa Bay Rays, who might be my favorite play on the day. They're probably going to be about minus 300 odds all by themselves. The game currently on Tuesday is 5-7. Rockies are winning. It's the top of the 8th, 2 outs. The Rays do have a runner on. You'll know the score of that game by the end of it. Even if they win, I still like them. If they lose, I absolutely love them. We're taking all 6 of those plays, mashing them up together for a nice plus 1053. So $100 into over $1,000 on a Wednesday. Let's have a good midweek. Let's keep on going. And gang, I just want to let you know, your boy is locked in. I have been listening to about 8 to 10 hours a day of all the insight and data I can find on the internet to absolutely lock in for college football and the NFL. And this season is going to be magic. So stick around, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the ride. That's all I got for you for Wednesday. I'll see you in the next free play video for Thursday.